had a beautiful week. It is gorgeous here. We are having the most beautiful weather. However, in the next few days, we're supposed to have some rain. So we're going to have visitors over this afternoon. And I thought I would put out some food and maybe have something to drink and enjoy this gorgeous, gorgeous weather. So what we're going to make is galette. Usually if you think of a galette, you think of a dessert, but this is more like a pizza because I'm just going to make a feta, tomato, and a few vegetables put together on pastry. Now you can either use canned pizza crust, or you can use canned crescent rolls, or you can use phyllo dough, whichever you prefer. I just happen to have some pizza crust in the refrigerator, so that's what we're using because I don't want to run to the grocery. So I have that. I have tomatoes, and you can either use a whole tomato and slice it thinly, or you can use the grape tomatoes. And I believe I'm going to use grape tomatoes because I have an abundance of these and I want to use those. I'm going to use olives. Black olives, you can use green olives, you can use whatever olives you want. And of course rosemary, because I have an enormous rosemary bush and I try to use it as often as possible. And feta cheese. This is organic feta cheese. It's a product of Greece and I bought it at Costco. If you saw my reel on Instagram, you saw that I put that in my cart. I'm going to add a bit of sweet peppers. These are mini sweet peppers I had. It's not necessary. None of these ingredients are absolutely necessary. You need a cheese and you need some vegetables basically, and that's it. And I'm going to do an egg wash. And you don't have to do that if you don't like an egg wash or you don't want to waste those precious eggs. But I happen to have a couple there, so I'm going to use that. Now, what else will I need? We'll know as we go along, but I think that's the basic ingredients. There are no measurements. There are any variety of ingredients you can use. So use your imagination. If you have something in your refrigerator you can use or your pantry, do so, because this is a fun way to have something really nice and pretty on a platter. Let's begin by opening our pizza crust. Remember, you can use any type of pastry you want. And I'm going to preheat my oven at 400 degrees because these are going to cook for 20 minutes. I'm trying to open it. There we go. Move those to the side so you can see what I am doing. I'm looking for the edge of this. Here we go. And I think I will put down a bit of flour underneath this because that might stick to this cutting board. This is my pizza paddle for cooking pizzas on the grill. And I have a video, I think it was sometime last year I got into the pizza on the grill phase, and I think that phase ran its course, but I'm going to start back later this summer. We were having so much fun with that because you can, just like this, you can add so many ingredients. And so whatever vegetables we had or whatever we were hungry for, we would put it on the grill, on the pizza. So I'm just adding a bit of flour just so it won't be so sticky. Let's make I'm going to make 4 out of this. I'm going to move it down. Hopefully you can see me. I don't have my monitor up there. Okay, so I cut that into 4ths because now what we're going to do is add our ingredients. And I am not going to use that tomato, I'm going to use these tomatoes. Let's wash these, and I think I will use, let's see what colors. I don't have a green. That would be really pretty, but let's use this yellow pepper. It's not going to take much at all. I'm going to wash all of this together. Now we have everything ready, so let's start assembling. All of our ingredients together so we can get started. Oh, I forgot to do my egg wash. Let's do that quickly. Let's start with our tomatoes. Yummy, it looks so good already. Just getting started. Now our peppers. It is beginning to look beautiful. A few Kalamata olives. Wow. I promise you, you can't go wrong with this combination. So yummy. Let's put one more on each. There. Our wonderful organic feta cheese. This is one of my favorite. It has a milder taste than many other feta cheeses. If you like a pungent feta, then use the one you like. But I like the milder taste of this one. If you don't like feta, use your favorite cheese. And I am just breaking off pieces and crumbling them. I am trying to get the cheese even so you don't have a lot of cheese on one bite. Okay, let's add a few sprinkles of rosemary to give it another layer of flavor. I wish you could smell this rosemary. If you went out in my backyard, you would smell the rosemary as soon as you walk out the door, because that rosemary shrub loves the location. It gets lots of sun and it's really thriving. Makes me and the rosemary bush happy. Now I'm going to set this rosemary aside because now we are going to bring this up into almost like a little sachet and make a very rustic looking galette. Rustic but beautiful and tasty. Now, top it with a bit of olive oil. Not a lot, because if you use too much olive oil, it will not crisp. It'll be a bit soggy, so we don't want that. Just a tiny drizzle, with a tiny drizzle of olive oil for that buttery flavor. I can just imagine this is going to be so good. Let's do our little egg wash. We'll brown this up in the oven. And remember, we're going to go 400 degrees Fahrenheit. And we're going to do this for about 20 minutes. But keep your eye on it, because we don't want it to burn. I would begin watching it at about 15 minutes. Let's put these on a parchment paper lined baking sheet. And I use these Reynolds pre-cut pieces of parchment paper. It's time saving. Now let's pop these in the oven for about 15 or 20 minutes. While those are baking, let's put together a small platter of fruit and nuts. What we have are strawberries, and I've already capped them, but I believe I'm going to make them smaller, as well as the pineapple. I've cubed these, but I'm going to cube them into more edible sizes, and we're going to put them on these small skewers. Yummy. I am only making a few skewers because there are only a few of us. And we are not having a meal, so we don't want to fill up on this. It's just something to nibble. We have the pineapple, and let's do a few strawberries. Maybe one more. That's fine. One nice good ripe one. Ooh, I love the color of these. Everything looks so springtime. We have a small platter, and I'm just going to add pineapple and a piece of strawberry, because we want these to be finger food. We don't want to have to get our cutlery out. Should I put another bit of pineapple? Maybe just a tiny bit. And our last one. And we have some leftover strawberries. I wonder who'll eat those. Great. I'm going to set that aside, and let's add some nuts to the center of this, in case someone wants something salty or sweet. Be right back. How about cashews? I was looking for almonds, but all I had was cashews. Now, let's check on our galette. Okay, we're going to give this oven a few more minutes. And in the meantime, I'm going to make Aperol Spritz. I'm making some for everyone, and it is simple to make. No measurements. It's Aperol, which is a liqueur. It tastes a lot like rhubarb with flowers and Prosecco. and some club soda. Plenty of ice and slices of orange. So let's get started. The Aperol and the Prosecco, you just use equal parts. That's it. So let me open the Prosecco. This is the tricky part. I'm trying to stay away from it so I don't wind up with the cage in my face or the cork. That was a lot of work. Goodness gracious. So let's put ice in our glass. Lots of ice. And I'm only going to make one at this moment because everyone's not here yet, but we'll get it started. And you want to put a splash of Aperol, a splash of Prosecco. Uh-oh, it's extra bubbly. And for extra effervescence, you want your club soda. Wow. Now I have washed this orange because I am going to put the orange down in the drink like this to add that extra orange flavor. And look at that. It looks like an Italian sunset. Cheers. Perfection. Look at this. So yummy. We are almost ready. Let me move this down a bit so you can see. And let's remove these from the pan and we'll put them on a serving plate so they look that much better. How enticing. Oh wow. Move our rosemary. And we'll use the rosemary as garnish. Always trying to find a reason to use this rosemary. I have an abundance of rosemary. So let me take this and put it out of our way. I'll put our serving spatula there. Be right back. Okay, I have everything set up outside, ready to go. So let's take the food, place it outside, and wait for our guests. We are ready for our guests, and they may be here any minute. So I'm going to try to finish up and say goodbye to you. We have our galette, we have fresh fruit and cashews, and we have our Aperol Spritz. And isn't this beautiful with the sun coming through the glasses? Oh my goodness. Perfect. Perfect afternoon. I love springtime, and I hope you do too. I hope you enjoy this video, and I'll put the recipe for this below with all the information. Very simple. If you'll remember, I never measured anything, not for the cocktails, not for the pastries, nothing. So it's easy to pop together in no time. I hope you have the best weekend. Now I'm going to put the recipe for this in the information box below. However, there's no measuring. So I'll just put the ingredients and I'll do the best I can for you. And if you have any questions, leave some comments and I'll answer. And you might share this video with a friend. And if you're not a subscriber, tap the subscribe button. And don't forget, you can follow me on Instagram. Bye.